Whole time I'm thinking that the United States debt was motherfucking what, $13 trillion in debt, some shit like that. So I was watching the video and they were saying $34 trillion in debt. No, just listen, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I'm watching this YouTube video. Some dude was like, yeah, I got $2 million in debt. He was talking about like, oh, but it's good debt because the debt I have is creating a profit, is creating a revenue. So therefore, it don't matter how much debt I got, as long as my debt is collecting income, then it's good. It was basically like waving, I forget what it was saying. That's the reason why they was able to, that's the reason why the dude was able to accumulate so much debt. And there was another dude, he on here somewhere buying jets and shit, I forget his name. He always be like, I got $2 billion in debt, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, he said the same thing, and I'm thinking to myself, so when I thought about it, actually, like, yo, debt, these motherfuckers talking about the economy gonna crash, that they stacking up all this debt. They trying to scare motherfuckers and shit, right? That is a way to manipulate the market, the financial market, first and foremost. But that's another story. I'm gonna get to that later. So they accumulating all this debt. The United States debt is like $34 trillion or some more shit. So I'm thinking to myself like, wait, United States is just a company. It's just a global economy. It's like part of the global economy. Of course, we're going to be in debt. The United States is generating a profit. They exchanging shit with different countries and whatnot, oil, rice, whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I mean? So I didn't do too much research on this shit, but my opinion about it is this is what my opinion is. The reason why the United States is in so much debt is because the people who's in control, the billionaires, the trillionaires who don't got their net worth all in the public eye, right? They borrow against, they borrow their, I'm guessing, in my opinion, when we go get a loan out, it's from a regular bank, Wells Fargo, TD, shit like that. When them billionaires go get them loans, it's the Federal Reserve, motherfucking goddamn, and they do it through their company, their businesses, their C corps, F corps, and all that shit. You know what I mean? Their trust funds and all that. So it's not gonna really show where the actual debt is coming from. I ain't sure, I ain't do the research, but this is my opinion. Right? So let me just wrap this up. This is how it's gonna go. When the regular ordinary people go get a loan, we go to Wells Fargo and shit like that, right? When the billionaires and trillionaires go get their loan, they go to the Federal Reserve, right? And I'm like, hey Siri, how many billionaires in the world in the United States? It was like 607, but they added like 16 of the honorable mentions of the most wealthy. You know what I'm saying? The people with the hundreds of millions, probably 500 million and up. Right? So I did the math on it. I'm like, oh shit. So $34 trillion divided by 600 and what, 7? It was like 56 billion a piece. I'm like, these motherfuckers got us in debt. So they juggling the money. They doing what they got to do. They finessing the finagle just like everybody else. So when it looked like, oh, that's such a big number, they know what they doing. They know what they doing. They making it look bad. But in reality, the debt is creating a source of, is already accumulating a profit. So therefore the debt is not a bad debt. If all that shit is paid off, the economy might even crash. Because we no longer need the United States money. We might not even need the United States money. And if you don't need some shit, what you do? you dispose of it. That's my opinion. The billionaires is borrowing the money from the fucking Federal Reserve, where the money is kept, or whatever the fiat money, right? 56 billion apiece at the minimum. These motherfuckers are eating. They using their wealth as the asset to borrow against the Federal Reserve, which is putting this shit in debt. Because Elon Musk, when he borrowed his money, he used 40% of Twitter. I fuck with Elon Musk, but I ain't even, you mean, if this video happens to blow up, he used 40% of, the only reason I feel like he bought Twitter was to use that shit. No, was it Twitter or Tesla? One of them companies. I can't even remember. But it was a video I was watching. They was saying, he was breaking that shit down. He put 40% of one of his companies up and borrowed a certain amount of money or some shit like that. He got a loan. He was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know I'm gonna pay this back. Y'all can hold on to this until I get my shit together and I come with that money back. You feel me? I thought about it. I start putting all this shit together like, oh, okay. So the multi-millionaires and the people that just hit their billions and shit, they go buy all this real estate. They don't really buy the house, the estate, the properties 100%. They put a down payment in. That creates the debt. Boom. Now, they then go rent those properties out. They go probably flip them properties and go buy some more. You feel me? They go buy some more properties. So that's basically where the debt is coming from. It's not really a bad debt. It's just the fact that the United States is actually a company. Like when you go to a shopping mall, that mall has multiple businesses in that joint, right? The United States have plenty of different companies and businesses and all types of shit going on, right? So everybody is playing a part in it. Anytime you go get a loan out from any bank, they probably use your loan as insurance. You know what I'm saying? Insurance and all the money is insured for sure. It's insured. So it's not really a bad number because it's only 600 motherfuckers that's really making the economy look like it's in bad condition. But that's just a scare tactic to manipulate the market. The bigger that motherfucking debt number look, the more motherfuckers is buying shit up. You know what I mean? That's what that means. They buying shit up. They putting a percentage down on that motherfucker. And they got whatever they buying, they have that generate a fucking stream of income. Just like that. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try to keep dropping little videos like this every now and then. And more than likely, I might not be right, but that's just my opinion. And if some of the stuff sound good, then go do your research. You put two and two together. You fill in the things that you feel like, oh, that might not be right. You fill in those things and you just come up with your own idea. And if you decide to make a video, tag me in it. You know what I mean? Share it with me. And then I might be able to go back. We might be able to ping pong and just, come up with an idea. Maybe we can do this shit ourselves and shit. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to drop a video every day. At least one or two. And then I got little shorts where I'm just reacting to. I'm just reacting to like a lot of the videos because I be on this shit all day. You feel me? I'm out of here. It's my opinion.